imafoundation.com is a registered organization in India 2019 and in London 2008. The art organization was established with the core purpose of identifying, supporting, and promoting the best of contemporary Indian artistic talent and traditions in the international arena. In particular, selecting, supporting, and promoting the artists deemed to be the future standard bearers for Indian art. The cultural traditions and endangered arts of India are also showcased and supported to ensure they inspire and engage a new generation. In 2017, IMA was chosen to represent India at UNESCO's World Humanities Conference held in Liège, Belgium, where the endangered arts of India and contemporary art was showcased. IMA continues to be committed to showcasing and cultivating the cultural DNA of the Indian nation. From April 2020 till the present, imafoundation.com is offering a live online art project which is focused on offering art training for all interested during the lockdown period. imafoundation.com is proud to present a live online art demonstration by the artist Prachi Sahasrabudhe. Born in 1994, Prachi is an emerging visual artist and printmaker who's presently residing in Bangalore, India. She graduated in painting from the Sir J.J. School of Art, Mumbai, in 2016, and in 2018 she went on to achieve her post-graduation in printmaking from the Visva Bharati University in Santaniketan, West Bengal. At present, she works predominantly in relief printmaking and drawing media and is continuing her art practice in a self-sustained residential studio space in Bangalore, India. Prachi's artworks are visual narratives about her experiences as an artist and as a woman. The subjects in her works revolve around nature, femininity, creation, beauty, fantasy, dreams, acceptance, hurt, and healing. Depending on the visual compositions, her works can be classified into a number of series representing numerous thought processes, which she illustrates in a versatile manner, using mediums like drawing and painting, printmaking, digital sketches, etc. Her pictorial compositions are an amalgamation of realistic and stylized forms placed in a rhythmic composition involving elements such as self-portraits, floral patterns, nature, semi-nude figurative, and textures. Her visuals are often accompanied by some text that quotes her exact inner thoughts about the visual image. At the same time, she expects the spectators to view her artworks through their own perceptual lens and beyond the direct concepts that are prevalent. Prachi has been consistently participating in many group exhibitions pan-India and abroad. She has been awarded art scholarships and has been part of numerous art camps, workshops and residencies around India. Her artworks are in collections in numerous galleries and art museums in countries such as Spain, Macedonia, Nepal, Bangladesh, Argentina, Colombia, Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Turkey, Poland. Beside her professional art career, Prachi works as an art educator. Since 2018, she has worked with different educational institutions in India and has taught art to the students of different age groups, starting from pre-primary to college level. She also works as a member of an art advisory panel for an NGO based in West Bengal, India.
My name is Radha Binod Sharma. I am a founder of imafoundation.com. I'm a painter since 1991. Full-time I'm working. This is very important. From 2008, I decided to open a IMA Foundation for our country.
I want to first of all thank IMA Foundation and Sir you for inviting me here today. And I'm looking forward for this demonstration. This is like first demonstration, live demonstration for Woodcut online. So looking forward. I'll speak along with working on my plate. So that is how I will complete.
I use waterproof MDF board for woodcut carving. The thickness of the board is 4 mm to 6 mm. I apply a thin layer of ink after I put the drawing. This helps me to make the carving part visible. Then I add some detailed strokes, textures that I want to carve on my plate. And I spend more time in adding detailed drawing on my plate. This helps to manage time in carving, so I can effortlessly cut out the negative parts, and this actually saves the time and brings out the good result that I expect from my visuals.
I will just talk and work.
Yeah.
And after a while, sir, you can tell me if it's consuming a lot of time. So I have arranged accordingly for my demo.
Enjoy.
My works I involve a lot of linear patterns and all. So even the strokes are linear. So this is quite convenient for me to. I like the result it gives.
So
right.
MDF, you don't have to worry, I think, that much, isn't it?
No, I don't have to worry. That is also one thing. Also, it helps enhances the kind of compositions I make. It's very rhythmic. In wood or plywood, I don't think I'll be able to carve that easily, all the rhythmic lines. Yet there are people who would do that also. I've seen those works. So I would like to actually try wood, and I am still learning. Just that after Shantiniketan, work more into printmaking and drawing.
You need to have sharp tools, and you need to see the wood grain. Best is in Tripura we can get. I don't know what you call in English. Gamar wood is soft and stout same time and enjoyable to wood carving. If you found Gamar wood, this is a white color wood.
One more advice from my side to all the students who are listening. This I did in my student days. So this is from experience. If you want to save your tool, don't share your tool. Don't share your tool with anyone, because the way you hold it, it actually creates some angle to the blade. And then when you share it with your friend, then it's gone. That's why most of the tools actually get damaged too early. So I used to do this. So I stopped it now.
Very, very important advice actually. Like a motorbike also, a car also. 10 people are driving, handling is different. Accelerating is different. Same like tools also.
Actually, I'm not following any type of light source. I'm just more emphasizing on form of the image and the overall essence of, like, this is a female figure, so that overall femininity or the overall delicacy of that image or that body I am just trying to achieve it through the linear texture. So I don't think in my work I follow the light that much, which is realistic light.
Your inner realistic, you're following up, your subconscious.
Yes, yes.
It is affordable is oil, you know. I'm not saying it's cheap. Because of Edison,
Yes.
New Zealand can afford easily.
But nowadays, what I am experiencing is there's a lot of platforms right now for printmaking. India less, like yes, but India still people need to know about the process or the techniques. But I think the more we do this kind of sessions or interactions, people will know about printmaking. And out of India, there are a lot of platforms. They are doing excellent work. They are exhibiting printmaking biennales, exhibitions, and a lot of activities are happening. So even students can actually explore all these platforms.
I'm really interested.
Sir, actually, the way you hold the tool, that also matters. So
Absolutely.
actually, what generally people do is they hold it like this. It's then it becomes effortful. But if you just hold the tool like this and just I give one support with this finger. I'm just pushing it and done. I don't have to put a lot of pressure. Pressure only comes on this finger. So this finger has become teda. Thoda sa.
Finger, huh?
Yeah. This one thing I've realized actually, if you draw on your plate with more efforts, if you add some more, like even if you can mark the strokes in which you're going to carve, that helps you a lot while carving actually. Otherwise, generally it takes time. If you have not, you have just put a linear drawing, then it takes time.
Definitely, because that stroke you make with brass and ink, you know,
Yes.
that make you more interesting journeys. Well, not only that,
Yes, correct.
you can go for inner different means you don't have to be 100% like that.
Yes. So this gives more freedom actually.
Yeah, more advantages. All.
Actually, somewhere in my printmaking works, I'm trying to bring the painterly quality. So I like unfinished, like even the borders, I have kept them very unfinished and very organic in form. So I like that. So
Notes is like in India, right? Very difficult to exhibit, even galleries, all right?
Yes.
They don't want to exhibit notes because too many difficulty in India. This is, I'm not blaming our audience. I'm blaming ourselves. We didn't explain properly society. Society thinks like a sexual way, right? Can you
Yes.
talk about your work about aesthetic way, if you can?
So basically, my journey of image making, particularly, has been like in gradual stages. It had phases. So earlier, when I was in painting, I was more into geometric forms. Whatever, wherever I am living, the surrounding matters a lot in my work, and it actually reflects in my work. So when I moved to Shanti Niketan, the works became more rhythmic, more nature oriented, or more inclined towards nature, landscapes, or elements from nature, basically. Then I started relating it with myself. So the self portraits were one more elements that was added. So, and from this, I recently have moved towards, as my experience is becoming more personal, more on a individual level, I have moved towards nude form, figurative. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to do only female nudes. I might shift to male nudes as well. So whatever it is, generally what is happening nowadays is nudes are either represented in a very realistic, study oriented way, or otherwise whatever in whatever images it is used, it's generally associated with the maybe pleasure or sexual things, or that kind of subjects, or erotics, I would say. So, but there is more to it. This is from a personal experience. So, when it was triggered, was when I was just researching for, I thought about putting some female figurative forms in my work. So I was researching, as my works represent nature and femininity, beauty, or the process of evolving in nature, I was searching same into myself. So when I look at myself, I am a woman, so I look at myself in that way. I don't look at the body from external. I don't want to look at the body externally. So I started researching for images. How does a woman's body, looks internally? So I found very interesting diagrams for muscles, and which resemble with the natural elements, like some of female muscles are relating with the floral forms, and all these things I observed. So it instantly got linked with my works. So now when I did these lino cuts, it was also talking somewhere about body positivity. What is happening now? I am a girl of this generation today. We are talking a lot about freedom. We want that freedom. We take that freedom, but we are not free with ourselves. We are not. I spoke to a lot of my friends, maybe my sisters, my mother. So we are since our birth we are taught that you should wear this, you should wear that, is appropriate, that is not appropriate. If you sit like this, it's appropriate. If you don't sit like this, it's all the rules and regulations which are related with our bodies. So female are educated, female are doing well in their careers, female are everywhere, leading everywhere. But still, somewhere there is a thought we are not comfortable with our bodies. We always want to uh, beautify it or make it perfect in some way. So that thing I wanted to capture. So even the forms, female body forms, whatever I choose, are little bit off shape, or are little bit rhythmic, or that kind of. So I want to focus on that more. I uploaded these works on some page on Facebook just for reactions, how I get reactions. And a lot of women related it with a lot of things. So one was about some complications that, so there are a lot of things related with the body internally. Some medical complications, some are very hormonal, some are, there are a lot of things that we need to explore within ourselves. So this is what I relate nude with. That much I can.
Fantastic. So recently, my work is all of female actually, and that also notes. Those are doing notes work, yeah, semi-notes work. I'm going to advise you my own opinion from my own experience. Any kind of work, if you are honest and if you are accepted, you know how to explain, you know how to react. I am really clear what I'm trying to do. I am trying to do woman. Woman can be my mom, woman can be my wife, woman can be my daughter, woman can be my sister. So, because woman life is very interesting. Their changes is so many. Age of 5 is different, age of 9 is different, age of 11 is different, age of 15 is different, age of 20 is different, age of 25, 30 is different, just Prachi said hormonal, right?
Yes.
Philosophical. And age of 55, 60 is different when they lost their sequence of hormone,
Yes.
So they're the most powerful person in the world, actually. That's why men get worried always time. Say, "Ghumta laga ke niklo, bal kangi karo." This why they are worried, and they are controlling the mother-in-law and mother and society. Women to behave like a woman. They don't need to behave like they have to behave like a human being. My mom was my hero. My mom was my John. My mom, whatever feelings given today, I'm continuing. Imafoundation is mom, actually. Ima means mom in Manipuri language. This is I'm doing for my mom, actually. Prachi, oil
Yes.
done, oil express this oil.
Yeah.
So please don't get worried. If you accept yourself, everyone I'm saying, this is your child you are doing. His work is come from your soul.
Yes, sir.
That's I'll say.
About to finish, I think. Yeah.
Beautiful, Prachi.
There are a lot of good printmakers around me, and actually that inspires me. Somewhere my works, I would try to say this out loud. Somewhere I don't like. I like to take freedom, even in this kind of very technical and very precise medium. But it's about how you handle it. And earlier I wasn't confident, but now I feel that I have got my own way in terms of carving the plate or even creating compositions. So just a journey. For me personally, I try to look beyond it. So that's why I'm able to continue with this medium. Otherwise, I would have left printmaking long back. There were a lot of frustrating experiences also. So I think it's done.
Wow.
It's just some little bit, somewhere I need to cut. I think I'll just process with the print part now, just to show.
Beautiful.
I'll just explain a little bit about what I'm doing. So this is a press ink, oil based. So I'm mixing linseed oil, which we use for painting, right? I'm mixing a little bit of it to this to just see, like, make it a little bit thin. So I'm just mixing I was just mixing the oil with ink. Actually would have been very nice with black ink, but I was not having black ink right now. So I'm using blue ink instead. One more thing is the cleanliness is very important in printmaking. If you don't clean your table properly, your print is going to mess up. Your hands should be clean. That is very basic. I've learned it hard way. Being a painter, I love all the paints on my hand while I'm painting. So in printmaking, I have to control a little bit. So I'll be going ahead. So first thing is I'm making one. I'm fixing this double-sided tape to keep my plate fixed while I'm printing. So that thing happens like your plate moves while you're spooning. So that will be avoided. I'm putting it like a corner. Okay. So we call it jugaad. In foreign countries, it is very proper. The plate to be fixed at one place. So very limited area I have. You have to roll the ink. So the first time you roll the ink on your wood, it will absorb a lot of ink. So just taking more ink. So this kind of some spot dust, you have to immediately remove it.
Yes.
Keep your hands clean. Keeping your hand clean while this process is very difficult for beginners, but you have to do it. And I'm using a lot of oil in this is because I'm using spooning technique. So I need a good amount of ink or its consistency to be transferred on paper quickly or effectively. In printmaking, I think every time you see each and every person's process is different of working. So it's fun actually. I'm applying a blue ink on this. For the corners portions, you have to be very careful. While I'm rolling ink on my plate, there is no pressure absolutely on my hand. If you will put a lot of pressure while inking your plate, it might go inside these cavities. So avoid that. Okay, so I'll move towards printing now. Covering this part, keeping a paper on it. Otherwise, my paper will be spoiled. There's a lot of things to do for each print. Otherwise, it moves or it. Second part is putting your paper properly. I'm applying paper tape in the corner of my paper, make it more safe, so it will not move. Okay, safe. Wow. So now for spooning, I use this paperweight than a spoon. This gives impression faster. Process is same. Noisy. So first edges. And you don't need to put a lot of pressure on your hand. Just go in, follow the direction. So I'm following vertical. Followed the vertical, then horizontal. I'll just check from one side whether it's done. Yes, so how you should identify that your plain print is almost done is the impression comes on the back side of the paper. Then you can perhaps safe side, just remove from one side slowly. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's done from this side. It's just a corner.
I like that, your details,
Yeah.
Good. You are giving so much idea to young generation,
Yeah. So I'll just remove the paper now.
Yeah. Wow.
This is the print, this is the plate.
Fantastic.
Would have looked much better in black actually, but okay.
This is lovely. That's lovely. Rice paper will be even better.
Yes, rice paper will be wonderful actually. I've worked on, and the very interesting part of rice paper is your ink, when it gets transferred on the paper, it comes in pastel shades, matte finish. It doesn't come glossy. So actually the rice paper absorbs the oil. So it looks really different and beautiful. I have worked in Shanti Niketan on rice paper.
Beautiful.
So, it gives beautiful result. So you can try a thicker rice paper, thick wala, or you can just you can just paste it on a cartridge sheet and then you can take print on.
You can get thicker rice paper in Nepal nowadays.
Yes, you can. Yes.
100 GSM you can get. I got it in my hand in London.
I'll take one more print, sir. So again for the second one, same process. Time to check. Done. Ready to remove. I was actually a little bit tensed that how I will finish the carving, and because this is the very first time, and maybe I exceeded the time also, but
fine, this fine, because finishing is very important actually. If you start something, if you don't finish, then you always think like something is missing,
yes.
Satisfaction is very important in life.
I think even the audience helped a lot while I was working. The conversation was going on, so I just this is how generally we work in printmaking studios. We all are talking, carving our plates, doing our works. So I felt the same kind of vibe. So maybe that's why I completed
This fantastic job. Really good job.
Thank you. So this one is a lino cut, multicolor. This I have done on rubber sheet. This is a very initial work from Shanti Niketan.
Brikharopan time, huh?
Yes. So I got to be one of Panchakanyas. So I just rendered that experience. Moving towards this one. This is my most, I've worked hard on this print actually. This was my very first multicolor woodcut in so many layers. Almost 5-6 layers of greens only. So I wanted to bring this painterly quality to woodcut. So I didn't want to go into very high contrast. Generally in prints we get to see that. I love the gradual contrast that creates. Moving towards one more from master's days. The basic ones. But somehow this work was loved by a lot of people, and only this edition is left with me. All other are sold. Yeah, this is also Shanti Niketan. So there I was documenting the seasons and the nature, because I come from Mumbai, where I get to see this very less. So I was fascinated. This is a woodcut again of one of my memories from Shanti Niketan's campus. So there was this lavender flower tree. There are a lot of pebbles on the ground. So I always used to love that texture. So I tried to bring that in woodcut. And that's me in the image. Yeah. One more from same kind of idea is this one. So I used to go for morning walks, and once I just stood in a garden of marigolds. So I did that work also. Then this one was just after Shanti Niketan. I got a residency in Jaipur. So there I did this work, self-portrait, essence of Jaipur miniature, Banithani, that famous miniature, and Rajasthani miniature, and the color of the city. I tried to compile all these elements together. And this was my first non-toxic etching. So that's why it's titled The Pink Portrait. Then this I did for one of the print exchange programs, IPP ke saath. So this work little bit talks about a lot of things that are being suppressed, or a lot of issues or subjects that are suppressed generally are not discussed in our society, mostly related with women, and the flower is actually indicating how such people will just cover stressful subjects with sugar coated talks, and just so this is that kind of a work, that subject matter. This is again woodcut. Did this for one online camp from Kurukshetra, and this was done during lockdown. So I was talking about in lockdown how we came closer in terms of family, in terms of valuing the nature and all these kind of things, and how important it is to be together, the togetherness. I tried to render that from this work. Then these three are ongoing series. I want to make more than 30 images like this. This is called Tangled Portraits, which actually talk about all the confusions and all the dilemmas that are my generation specifically is facing today. I have just completed 3 till now, but I am looking forward to complete all the 30 images. And these ones are about the body from inside. And these are lino cuts, proper linoleum sheets where I have done this. So this talks about body positivity, not just sometimes looking at these figures, people might think it's about pregnancy or something, but it's not. It's about the other problems that this body actually faces. There are a lot of complications, obesity, and other kind like breast cancer. So a lot of things are there with female body. Society has to understand the overall formation of the glands near your breast are in this formation. And I actually was looking for some images which will help me for my layouts. So I went towards some medical images from, of muscles and body from inside. I just searched with that thought. So I got these images, and anyway, my works are very much related with nature. And a thought actually struck my mind that the female body is so much powerful and so much evolving within itself, that the inner parts are also resembling the nature somewhere. So right now I'm just concentrating on the female body, might move towards male body as well. So this indicates actually we all are part of nature, and just like nature, we all are evolving, we all are going through a natural process. So ultimately all these materialistic things that we are engaged into, how does those matter? So that is my thought.
Well explained, Prachi.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Prachi.
Thank you, sir. Bye. Bye, all.
Amazing
Bye-bye.
work you are doing, Radha. Amazing.
Thank you. And please work together. This is not my, this is our.
Yes.
India is
Great.
our.
Thank you.
India is our.
Thank you, Radha.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Raju.
Thank you,
Lots of
Prachi.
love. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.